again.
Wow, title contender? Whew. Who knows? It really depends on how these young stars develop and, how quickly they do it. But
it's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Lakers come into town for this one. Today's game continues this Los Angeles Clippers homestand.
All right, ready to go?
And, of course, Bismack Biyombo, despite what he brought to this team in his absence, they've really taken off.
You know, what the trade means to me, guys, is they think some of their younger players are ready to spread their wings and take on a little more responsibility. They're going to get more minutes for those guys and allow them to see a little more playing time.
Clearly a forward-thinking deal, and even if his aren't the biggest shoes to fill, it still puts a lot of pressure on your young guys. And let's see if they're ready to fill that void.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So the Lakers 5 right now. Clarkson at point with Kobe. They're the backcourt. Roy Hibbert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's the general in at the 3 spot. Here's Clarkson following the basket by Freak. Hibbert with a screen on Paul. Clarkson passes to the general. The 9-foot shot. No good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And across the board in that game, guys, they shot the lights out.
Rarely do you see a team shoot like that from everybody. I mean, they were getting scoring from every position all over the court.
No good on the 3. Los Angeles on D, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
And the Lakers with possession here, following the miss by Griffin. Shots good by Clarkson.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now here's Paul. He had 10 points in the win against Charlotte.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that one.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Hibbert with the screen. The general passes to Kobe. Launches a 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Crawford dishes to Paul. Jordan inside.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, I caught up with Doc Rivers for a minute. Obviously, he has a lot on his plate when it comes to defending against Kobe Bryant. I asked him what he might do, and he said not much. He's one of the league's all-time best scorers. And no matter what you seem to do, he finds ways to get on the scoreboard. Kobe might be seeing a lot of double teams here tonight, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Griffin. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Griffin's got his first points of the night.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Bryant passes to the general. There's the feed to Hibbert. Dishes it to Bryant. Randle with a screen for Bryant. Here's the general, guarded by Jordan. No good from the general.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Out to the right wing. And the wide open shot from Paul makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Bryant passes to the general. Back to Kobe. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Bryant's got 5 now.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Here's Griffin. A rebound by the general.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The pass to Clarkson. Here's the general. Shot from 6, and there's another one for the Lakers.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. The Lakers in 5th.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Redick comes in for Paul Pierce. Vasquez, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Chris Paul. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Mahinmi's checked in for Hibbert. Bass comes in for Julius Randle. Lou Williams is checked in for Bryant. And Turner's subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. And the Lakers with possession here after the Clippers pick up 2. The shot by Turner no good.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Williams attacking. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Bass passes to the general. Over in the corner, Turner. Here's Mahinmi, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Here's Sloan. He kicks it to Redick. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The Generals got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Here's Sloan. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Fires from deep and released it in time. And a word from Chris Paul, who has a little something to say about the success of a very special...
You know, Blake.
Of course, we know the Blake for the Clippers. Griffin's checked in for Kevin Seraphin. Vasquez comes in for Paul Pierce. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Chris Paul. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Mahinmi. The general comes in for Evan Turner. Porter's checked in for Young. And it's Clarkson in for Lou Williams. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Vasquez out there with Donald Sloan. And it's Redick in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nuggets played some outstanding basketball. He dropped in 32 points, and there didn't seem to be much you could do to stop him, shooting efficiently from both the field and the foul line. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
Here's Sloan. Pass to Vasquez. There's the dish to Griffin. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. Griffin's got it all tied up now for the Clippers. Lakers shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively. The dunk with the foul on top of it. So strong.
That's a forceful finish there. The tomahawk, one-hand bang.
It just shows you the strength he has.
And you know what? It wasn't as if the defense wasn't engaged on that possession. It's just a matter of his athletic ability being at another level.
Here's Sloan. He's covered by Clarkson. Jordan the screen. Redick for 3. Hibbert pulls it in. Hibbert's got his third rebound tonight. Now, here's Clarkson. D right on him. Here's the general, and another basket for the Lakers.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Pass to Reddick. Here's Sloan. Pass to Reddick. Shoots the three. A rebound by the Lakers. The General's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
And it's blocked by Jordan. Here's Sloan. Here's Griffin. No good.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his...
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
And on the floor for Byron Scott as we get into the second half. Clarkson at point with Kobe. They're the backcourt. The general is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Hibbert in at the 5, controlling the paint. Paul can't get it to go.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Clarkson passes to the general. Hits the target from 18 feet. The General's got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Paul outside. At the elbow, it's Crawford. The 11-footer. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Crawford's got 7.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Kobe passes to the general. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Kobe's got his 3rd assist on the night.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Kicks to Pierce. Shoots from the baseline. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from the general. Pierce with it. Now guarded by the general. Outside Jordan. Jordan the screen. 6 to shoot. It's Crawford with the drive. Nice D from Bryant.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic, in sync. Good team basketball, resulting in high-quality shots.
Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Lakers also making some changes. Mahimi's checked in for Hibbert. Williams comes in for Kobe. And it's Turner in for Clarkson. Crawford outside. And stolen by Williams. And Turner with a clear path to the rack. And that one's good. And now it's a 12-point Laker lead.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting it.
There's the screen, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Oh, an illegal screen there. One of the toughest calls.
Group substitution here for the Clippers. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Kevin Serafin. Reddick comes in for Paul Pierce. Vasquez, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Chris Paul. Brandon Bass is checked in for the Lakers. The general comes in for Evan Turner. 6 to shoot. Vasquez kicks to Griffin. It's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bass. Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Lakers. Kobe comes in for Nick Young.
Roy Hibbert, Kobe Bryant.
43 seconds left in the third. Here's Jordan, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. That's off as well, so he misses both. Here is Vasquez. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Sloan dishes to Griffin. To stop the drought, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Griffin's got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers. Here's the general, covered by Reddick. Here's the general. Jordan with the rebound. The Clippers have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. It's Reddick on the wing. Drops one in from the wing. Reddick's got 7. 6 seconds left in the third. Launches a 3. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
They've got it to double digits as we get set for the final quarter. That 3 has them fired.
And the final period of play just about to start. Clippers trail by 10. Reddick and Crawford, the sharpshooters outside. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. And it's Paul in at the point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. It's Reddick on the wing. Picked by Griffin. Jumper off the screen. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Griffin's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Los Angeles. Clarkson passes to the general. The jumper's good from inside 6 feet. The general's got 25 points in the game. Balanced scoring, Clark, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it, okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
And the Clippers making a change here. Pierce is checked in. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Crawford's shot is good.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Inside, here's the general. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is. It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
He dishes it to Clarkson. Here's the general. Pierce covering. Shoots from the block. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Paul outside. In the corner, it's Crawford. The rebound by the Lakers.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Clarkson with the ball. And Crawford picks him up defensively. Here's the general. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. The Generals got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles. The Clippers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Feeds it to Griffin. The 8-footer. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Griffin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Attention,
Los Angeles leading by 10. Kobe passes to the general, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
bringing it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Yes,
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Outside, Pierce. Shot clock at 5. Bryant with the rebound. The Lakers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
And here is Los Angeles now. They trail by 14. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me. Show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Here's Griffin, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line, trying to make it a three-point play.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Blake Griffin doing all sorts of things. He has 17 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
He's not afraid to mix it up there in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work.
The jump hook, no good from the general. Clippers trail by 11. Pierce kicks to Paul. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Baseline try, and off the front, and in it goes. Griffin's got 9 points in the quarter.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
There's the pass to the general. They get it again. And Griffin sends it back. Randall kicks to Clarkson. Again, Los Angeles.
Didn't have any problem knocking defensive laps, leading to 2 more.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Unloads from 9, and Blake Griffin again. Griffin's got 15 points in just the second half. Lakers leading by 9. Bryant passes to the general. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. The general's got 35. Dishes it to Griffin. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
Lakers have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Now the feed to Clarkson. Here's the general. Pierce covering. Here's the general. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've gotten.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
Well, some really terrific numbers. For the general, 37 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Here's Griffin. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And it's the Lakers' ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. There's the dish to Clarkson. Here's the general, defended by Paul. The 17-footer. Count that one. And the Lakers lead by 13.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Pierce with the steal. Here's Griffin. It's rebounded by the General. Up top, Randall. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hi, Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
He was the star of the show for them on the offensive end. Over half of their points came through him. I think he was the number 1 option, the number 2 option, number 3 option, and then when the coach called timeout, he was still the option.
When Freak puts it all together, it's no contest to who the best player on the court is. He was outstanding tonight. His feel and understanding of the game were on display.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. Guys, huddle up. We're going to run 35 for a while. Let's go. Nice work, nice work. Let's get some more shots up before we get out of here.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Taking a look at the Lakers, they've gone 4-1 over the last 5, playing pretty well, and they're looking to build on that tonight. You look at the roster of the Suns for this season and the past few seasons, and you'll notice a common theme. Boy, they got a lot of guards. What do you think, Kenny?
Well, it's nice to have a multiple of guys who can handle the basketball, do certain things, change things up. But, you know, sometimes that not having a lead guard hurts you down the stretch in close games.
You know, and their decision to load up on guards was part of the reason why.
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So for the Lakers, their last game a win against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, you know, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Oh, guys, come on. You know, he's up there posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. On defense, the Suns, they want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Unloads from 9, and again another basket good from the General. The General's got his second basket of the night. Now go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jeff Hornacek.
They'll be up against one of the true giants of the league in Roy Hibbert, and he talked about how impressed he is with Hibbert's dedication to improving his game, saying he's gotten better year after year, and now is one of the guys you have to account for really at both ends of the floor. Defensively, you've got to get low and try to root him out of the paint. And then on offense, we'll probably look to put him in pick and rolls to test his mobility. Seems like a smart strategy, guys. We'll see how they do.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And Bledsoe, here we go. And Tucker has it in the corner. They grab their own miss. Out left to the wing. Hits the three-point bomb. Tucker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Clarkson passes to the General. The dish to Hibbert. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Hibbert's got his first points in this one. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Tucker, it's tipped. They retain possession. And the wide open shot from Morris. Outside for Thornton. Fires for 3. And he gets it to go.
Good open look, and he splashes home to 3.
Lakers trail by 4. The pass to Hibbert. Morris with the rebound. Ryan against Bledsoe. A 3 from Morris. Again the miss by Morris. The Lakers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Right wing. Here's Clarkson. Sweet little floater.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
For Phoenix, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Bledsoe outside. And Hibbert with the block. But they get it back. Just 3 to shoot. Thornton no good. And here is Los Angeles now. Trailing by 2. The General no good. Good work defensively by Morris. And Tucker kicks to Bledsoe. Here's Thornton. An 11-point game for him in the win against Dallas.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game. And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
It's stolen. The General passes to Hibbert. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. The Lakers also changing it up. Brandon Bass is checked in for Randall. Williams comes in for Bryant. And it's Turner in for Jordan Clarkson. Knight dishes to Wright. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
There's no doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Here's the General. He's guarded by Knight. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. That's 10 points for Freak.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Galloway. A three-pointer is right on target.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Turner against Wright. And Turner kicks to Hibbert. Pass to the General. Can't connect from short range.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Galloway has got 5. Lakers have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to the general. And stolen by Wright. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. A nice shot by Knight.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Here's the general, and no good. Trying to use the glass. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team.
I do a lot that doesn't show up on his.
Chandler's long been the kind of player. Here for the Lakers. The Suns leading, so the Lakers 5 right now. Clarkson at point with Kobe. They're the backcourt. Roy Hibbert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's the general in at the 3. Lakers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Clippers was simply superb. He had 37 points and was in the zone as a shooter, lighting it up from both the foul line and the field. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points. The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And Chandler sends it back. Bledsoe outside. And right, here we go. The basket drops, and it's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle of spreading it around.
The Suns shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Uncovered. Kept alive. Right outside. Chandler a screen. And Bledsoe, here we go. And Chandler throws it down.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound, a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
Suns leading by 4. Bledsoe outside. And Tucker has it in the corner. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Lakers.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
They can't stop the run with that one. Suns have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Bledsoe passes to Wright on the wing. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got his 8th assist in the game. The feed to Kobe. And there's the pass to the general. The jump hook. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. The general's got 14 points. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
I'd like to see him use a little clock here.
I agree with you. Milk the clock with this possession. That's what they've got to be doing.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Kobe against Thornton. Right outside. Bounces high off the rim and drops. He's got 9.
I like this composure there under pressure as he was being double-teamed. Terrific pass.
And so it's a close. begins as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Suns, Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Bledsoe is out there with Thornton, and it's Chandler in at the 5 down low. 5 on the clock, dishes it to Bledsoe. From the top of the key, no good off the front iron.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Here's the general. And another basket for the Lakers.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
Bledsoe outside. Feeds to Chandler. Out to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Marcus Thornton on the wing. No good from outside. The Lakers shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Clarkson kicks to Kobe. Passes it to the general. He dishes it to Clarkson. Randall a screen on Chandler. Here's the general, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Clarkson passes to the general. Bryant can't get it to go.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Baseline J on the way, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Tucker's got the game tied up here for Phoenix. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Clarkson dishes to Bryant. Here's the general, guarded by Tucker. Shot left block. It's good. Nice touch there from the general. The general's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Bledsoe kicks it to Tucker. Morris outside. From outside, off the mark.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
They set the pick. To the middle, off the screen. Morris with the block. And here's Thornton. He's got 8. Bledsoe for 3, and he gets it to go. Bledsoe's got 7 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead.
We got it.
Category. Ball movement has been.
They're getting to the middle of the floor.
He's checked in for Phoenix. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. The general is checked in for Young.
Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Lakers leading by 8. Here's the screen. Pass to the general. 29 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Mahimi. Glenn with the block. And they get it back. Here's the general. 22 points for him. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Here's Galloway. He has 5. Glenn a screen. Knight for 3. Good work defensively by Turner.
And no excuse there.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Here is Bledsoe. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. The general in at small forward. Kobe is out there with Williams. Then it's Randall, and it's Hibbert in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Hard work from the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
And we're also seeing that power game on the interior, really just putting on a clinic when you talk about post play.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Warren. Kicks it to Len. Pass to Tucker, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
And Phoenix making a change here. Morris is checked in. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Suns trail by 10. Bledsoe passes to Knight. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Bryant dishes to Clarkson. To the paint, here's the general. Hibbert hits the bucket. And the Lakers lead by 9.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Outside Knight, he kicks to Morris. Goes up the baseline. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The Generals got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. The dish to Clarkson. Lakers passing it around. The shot's good from the General.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And here's the fast break. Bryant leading the way. And another basket for the Lakers.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Jeff Hornacek had to say to his team. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We got to wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Lakers leading by 11. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. To the paint, here's Hibbert.
Good game for Hibbert. He's got 8 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
That's good from Hibbert. And Hibbert hits them both.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. And the first one drops.
At the line for 2.
And Thornton drops 2. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Now Clarkson. And the pass to the General. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
Now the feed to Thornton. Connects from 3-point range. Thornton's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Lakers leading by 10. Now, here's Clarkson. Stolen by Bledsoe. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And Thornton kicks to Morris. Thornton passes to Bledsoe. 5 on the clock. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities. Some good numbers for Bledsoe tonight. 9 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark, and this offense has really performed at a high level.
Here's Thornton. And again, it's the Suns missing.
You know, they've been outstanding on the boards, and it's a big reason why they've got a lead. Doing the dirty work down low.
We call that a collabo because everybody's boxing out and making sure they secure the glass.
Morris a screen. Bledsoe kicks to Thornton. Back to Bledsoe. He's looking for Tucker and finds him. Left side, Kobe. And it's Eric Bledsoe with the rebound.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Morris, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Passes it to the general. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. And that's now 29 points for Freak.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Marcus Thornton on the wing. To the inside, Chandler. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Lakers.
Mark, looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, but they did a better job tonight. They made the most of the extra rebounds, too.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They lost their first 2 games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time.
And you got to believe that's important, Greg. I mean, it's one thing to lose both games of an inter-conference series. It's a whole different story losing all 4 games to a team from your own conference.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for the General. He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim.
Morris outside. No good with the triple. Ryan passes to the general. He feeds it to Clarkson. Pass to the general. Pulls up. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And so the Lakers take the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Freak.
I don't know what got into him tonight. Whew. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it.
The thing that has to jump out at you is all of those points in the paint. He found every gap in the defense that he could, and he never stopped attacking the basket. If the D was expecting him to just hang out on the perimeter, they were wrong.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the Washington Wizards. Well, for Washington, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. And Kobe Bryant now in the twilight of his career. Very few have had his fuel and his drive. Shaq, you played with him. Give me your thoughts on Kobe.
Yes, he has 5 championships. Yes, he's passed up Michael Jordan in scoring, but he wants to win more than anyone else in the league. He's still a
And it's the Wizards on the road for this one with an interconference game today. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. In the last meeting for these two teams, the Lakers came away with the win against the Washington Wizards.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
And now Washington's starting group. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Jared Dudley out there with Nene, and it's Keith in at the 5 down low. And the Wizards with possession, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game, offensive rebounding, or the lack thereof. A lot of one-and-dones in that game.
Yeah, offensive rebounding to me is all about heart, the willingness to get in there and mix it up, do your work early, get to that inside position. And I didn't see any of that fight from them.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Wizards on D. They set the pick. Lakers passing it around. Here's the general. He had 31 points in the win against Phoenix.
And he also made his presence felt on the defensive side as well. 3 block shots were registered in that game.
Beal's shot is good. Here's Clarkson. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Here's the general. He's guarded by Dudley. The shot's good from the general. The Wizards have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Wall dishes to Dudley. That's good. And so Wall with the assist.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far.
Inside. Hibbert hits the bucket.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, the Wizards head coach had a couple of moments for me. When talking about who they'll be most concerned with on the other side, he laughed a little and asked, "You mean other than Kobe?" He said that it's an almost futile effort to try and slow Kobe because he can score in so many different ways, saying, really, all we can try and do is prevent him from getting into a rhythm and try to force him into tough shots. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Doris. Los Angeles shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Beal with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, he feeds it to Nene. The 3 from Dudley. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
Pass to Keith, and he jams it with authority.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
Here's the general. Again, Los Angeles.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now, here's the name. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Keefe's shot is good.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Ryan against Dudley. The 9-foot shot, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Come on, fellas, we got to pick up the pace. If we see an open look, we got to take it. We have to make them play at our tempo.
Now a chance to see the NBA leaders in steals. John Wall fourth.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Mahinmi's checked in for Hibbert. Bass comes in for Julius Randle. Williams, he's checked in for Kobe. And it's Turner in for Clarkson. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Lure's checked in for Nene. Gary Neal comes in for Jared Dudley. Lee's checked in for Bradley Beal. And it's Chalmers in for John Wall.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
On the wing, Williams. Mahinmi passes to the general. To the middle, poked loose. 5 to shoot. Here's Turner. Here's the general. Lays it up and banks it in. The general's got 11 points.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And, oh, here we go. Chalmers has got it, the fast break chance. 29 seconds left to play in the first. The rebound by Turner.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
They get the rebound, and it's blocked, and they'll keep possession. Keefe. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said
she definitely put the ball in my hand.
Up here for the Lakers. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Keefe is checked in for Nene. Bradley Beal comes in for Jared Dudley. Gary Neal's checked in for Lee. And it's Chalmers in for John Wall. Clarkson at point with Kobe. They're the backcourt. Roy Hibbert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's the general in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns played some outstanding basketball. He ended with 31 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay on a roll like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Neal passes to Keefe, and so he draws the foul on the shot on a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And really, the defense defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Keith hits them both. So it's the Lakers now. 1:43 left in the first half. To the paint. Here's the General. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Just a fantastic game for the General. He has 15 points and the 1 steal.
Offensively, defensively, man, he has done it all.
All hustle, non-stop effort. He just doesn't quit. Great resilience and relentlessness in his play.
Kicks it to Beal. 1:29 left to play in the first half. Now here's Randall. Looking for his first basket still in this one. The General passes to Clarkson. Here's the General. He's covered by Beal. And again, no good by the Lakers. Wizards trail by 3. Pass to Chalmers. There's the pick. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And checking out the stats for Beal. How last month turned out for him, averaging 13 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
And Bryant kicks to Hibbert. Now the pass to the General. Beal pulls it in. The Wizards have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Chalmers against Kobe. Here's the General. He's got 17. Stolen. And here's the fast break. Chalmers leading the way. So they take the lead. And it's 9 points here for Beal.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Shots good from the General.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
From deep, Neal. Shot is no good. And we're through the...
Well, guys, I'm here with...
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Wizards. The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Nene is out there with Keith, and it's Dudley in at the small forward. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Here's the General. He's guarded by Dudley. And here's Clarkson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The shot by Hibbert, nobody around. The shot misses. Now the Wizards take it the other way. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kev?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Here's the General. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. The General's got 21 in the game. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Wall. Soft touch off the glass. Wall's got the lead up to 3 now for Washington.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
No good from the General.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Washington leading now by 3. On its way from Dudley for 2. The rebound by Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Outside, Wall. Uncovered. And that's collected by the General. The General's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now Clarkson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Shoots off the screen. Bryant's shot is off.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
And the basket is good. 1:14 left in the third quarter of the game. And Chalmers kicks to Neal. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Lakers.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
58 seconds left to play here in the third. Shots good by Turner. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Sure has been. I mean, guys, momentum is hard to come by in this one. I mean, it seems like one team gets the lead, and then the other one storms right back.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Williams against Lee. Low block shot on the way. The shot's good from the General. And now it's a 3-point Laker lead.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And Chalmers kicks to Dudley. There's Neal with the 3. Rebound the Lakers. Outside Turner. Passes it to the General. Unloads from 9. And the shot falls short this time. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Wizards trail by 3. The General, he's in at 3. Porter is out there with Williams. Then it's Brandon Bass, and it's Hibbert in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Porter against Beal. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Keith. He feeds it to Dudley. It's rebounded by the General.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Julius Randle's checked in for Bass. Young comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Williams. Wall dishes to Beal. Young with the steal. Oh, and here comes Young all alone. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Great D. Picked it off and took it all the way for the solo finish. Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Young. He's got 10 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Here's Wall.
And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really, in a game, you guys, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send a message, you do. And boy, did he ever on that play.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Washington's head coach said to his team. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
Here's the general, covered by Lee. Here's the general, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Courtney Lee.
At the line for your Lakers, Freak. At the line for two.
No good on that one. Ryan is checked in for Young. And a switcher also for Washington. Nene, he's checked in for Courtney Lee. And he sinks the second.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a two-possession game, at least.
Nene, the screen. And Wall. Here we go now. Beal gets a wide-open look. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The General's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the inside. Taken away by Nene. In transition. Here come the Wizards. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
And I love the fact that he didn't try to take on the defense by himself. Great pass on the move.
Down low. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
This is to Randall. There's the pass to the general. Fires it up. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Now it's a 5-point Laker lead. Wizards have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Stripped away. And they're pushing it up. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. Wall with it. High arcing shot, and Hibbert with the block. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Wizards trail by 6. Beal the pass to Wall. And the call will be against Julius Randle. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Dismissed. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Here's Nene.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
Here's Wall. That's tipped.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors taking the ball inside.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
It's the Wizards now. 8-point game. And Nene has it in the corner to the left side wing. Feeds it to Wall. Nene kicks it up. Cans the shot from the wing.
They're starting to feel it from deep. Let's tighten up our pressure on the perimeter and make those looks tougher again. We're going to give up the drive, but we have to rotate on the weak side to get there.
There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. The general passes to Clarkson. On the wing, Kobe. He's covered by Beal. And here we go. Washington fast break.
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
Guys, this is crunch time now. When you got a chance to capitalize on the turnover, you got to take it and make it.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
.115 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside, Wall. To the paint, stolen by Clarkson. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on John Wall.
Kobe with the brilliant assist that time.
That's good from the general. Here's Wall. The dish to Beal. Back to Wall. Stolen by Clarkson. Kobe, the pass to the general. And now it's a double-digit lead. And it's an 11-point Laker lead.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown. Finishing strong.
Wall. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And that's a nice possession. Did a good job to get that open shot.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question about it. That would be all she wrote.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
The shot by Nene. No good. And here's Los Angeles. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. No good from the general.
I don't think fancy spin moves are his strong suit. He should stay away from that stuff because apparently it only throws off his shot.
This one for three, off the mark. And so the Lakers take the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
He put everything he had into his rebound, and it made a huge difference. This was a taste of what he's capable when he gets his mind that he's going to dominate.
he accounted for more than half of their points. An amazing output. When there was a bucket they absolutely had to have, he was the guy they went to. Now that's an awful lot for one player, but he did not let them down.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Checking out Cleveland. 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball. Looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. And while we have a moment here, another discussion topic. Shaq, you are one of the most physical players the league has ever seen. Who would you say right now are the league's most physical players?
Sorry to correct you, Ernie. Not one of the most, the most. But anyway, Ernie, to
you're
answer your
not
question,
sorry to correct me. You take great pleasure.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Crowd here in anticipation of their home team Lakers in an interconference battle here at the Staples Center. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
And I think they could hold their heads high from that performance, despite the final score being what it was.
I agree with you. It was a tough game played in a tough environment on the road, and they were in it right until the bitter end, so that's good stuff.
A look at Cleveland's starting group. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert, and it's Mozgov in at the 5, down low.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Kevin and Greg, hard work on the offensive glass always does that. His fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
No good from the general. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to Golden State.
Guys, it was like there was a lid on the basket in that game. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Well, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, guys, and they have nobody to blame but themselves for that. You've got to do a better job of working harder to put up points.
Irving kicks to LeBron. Kicks it out to Love. And a wide-open look for James. No luck. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
They just weren't challenged. Nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Here's LeBron following the basket by Freak. Took him no time at all on that one. James has got his second bucket of the night.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Pulls up again, Los Angeles.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And good as it rattles through the hoop. James has got 7 points. Lakers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Kobe dishes to Hibbert. Mozgov with the block, but they'll get another chance. Kobe kicks to Hibbert. To the inside. Here's the general. Irving against Hibbert. Irving passes to Love. He dishes it to James. And it's blocked. Here's Kobe. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. The shot's good from the general.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Now here's LeBron, picked by Mozgov. LeBron drives in. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's the general, covered by LeBron. No good from the general.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
On the wing, Shumpert. Hibbert pulls it in.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Mozgov with the bucket. Guys, 7 times. The lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. No good from the general. Cavaliers leading. Irving dishes to Shumpert. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, go Laker girls!
And it's a completely then for Cleveland. Kevin Love's checked in for James. Caldwell Pope comes in for C.J. McCollum. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And the Cavaliers with possession here. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. On the court for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Thompson is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3, the small forward. Just 5 on the clock. Smith drives in, and the baseline jumper no good. The Lakers shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wizards put on a show. He finished with 39 points and was his usual self on the glass, grabbing just about any missed shot that came off the rim. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And, you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
So it's the Lakers now, following the score by Cleveland. Left block shot on the way. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Outside Irving. Love outside. Down low, here's Thompson. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Shumpert comes in for J.R. Smith. Here's the general, coming off a stellar performance against Washington. And that one's drained from the low block. The general's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
And that one's good, Shumpert.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Clarkson passes to the general. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
The Cavaliers leading by 14. Irving kicks to Thompson. Mozgov, a screen on Bass. On its way from Irving for two. The rebound by the general.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
And now a look at the teams that have shot the ball the best over the course of the last month. The Lakers, number one.
And really, the basketball IQ has just evolved. Just the way they move the ball and share it. They always find good looks.
Williams, he's checked in for the Lakers. LeBron's checked in for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Julius Randle's checked in for Roy Hibbert. Both free throws good for Bryant. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Picked by Mozgov. Back to James. No luck. And it's the Lakers the other way. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Mozgov with the steal. And LeBron throws it down.
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
Here's the general, covered by LeBron. The shot's good from the general.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And Shumpert kicks to Irving. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's the general. The jump hook, and again it's the Lakers.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And let's get this update now. And so we wrap up the first half.
Yes, Kevin, I'm...
Your Lakers, 32. Cavaliers.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Clarkson at point with Kobe. They're the backcourt. The general is out there with Brandon Bass. And it's Hibbert in at the 5 spot. Now here's Kobe with his first shot attempt. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Bass has got the first points of the second half here for Los Angeles. LeBron dishes to Irving. Back to LeBron. He kicks it to Love. From outside, off the mark.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from the general.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in the hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
Now here's James. The Lakers with the rebound. The Generals got 3 rebounds now in this one. Bass with a screen for Kobe. Here's Clarkson. Here's the General. Feeds it to Bass. Pass to the General. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. The Generals got 24 points. Outside Irving. Pass to LeBron. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And the Cavaliers lead by 6. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. To the paint. Here's the General. From the left block, he sends it through. The General's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
James outside. To the paint. Here's Mozgov. Rebounded by the General. The General's got his 6th rebound on the night. 3-pointer. It's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. And now just a 1-point Cavalier lead.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And the Lakers making a change here. Porter's checked in, and then for Cleveland, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Smith comes in for James, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Shumpert. Here's Caldwell-Pope. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Irving's shot is good.
And Kevin, that's a really sweet stroke from Irving there.
The Lakers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Clarkson passes to the General. Kicks to Hibbert. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. The General. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
How about this run there in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed.
And that's what they have to do more of. They got a great look out of that possession.
Clarkson kicks to Bass. Off the pick. Hopfully's off the pick and hammers it home.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all. Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Now, here's Porter. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Stolen by Thompson. Unhindered, going all the way.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He said their plan was run their offense through Smith. coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. And the Lakers with possession here. 6-point game. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Kyrie Irving is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Mozgov. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Shumpert in at the 3 slot. Here's the general off target with the jump hook. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Cleveland.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Mahinmi. Bass comes in for Randall. And Kobe is subbed in for Young.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. Irving kicks to LeBron. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And he gets the bucket. And it's 37 points for Freak.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Outside Irving. Off target with his 3. Lakers trail by 8. Here's the general. Bass dishes to Kobe. They get it back. Here's Hibbert. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Picked by Mozgov. Irving attacking. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Lakers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Here's the general. He's guarded by McCollum. Now James. He feeds it to McCollum for 3. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. That's 7 points for C.J. McCollum.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question, I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
And the Lakers making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Love's checked in. It's clocked. And here's Clarkson. Here's the general. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. The general's got 39. Picked by Mozgov. And there's the pass to James. No one near him. The Lakers with the rebound.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. Down low. Here's Shumpert. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Here's the general, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And what a tremendous game for the general. He's got 39 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond. This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the 2nd.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line.
Cavaliers
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Now here's Love. Dishes to Shumpert. Picked by Mozgov. The drive by Shumpert. And he goes in for the double.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. It's LeBron with the drive. That's good.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Free throw good, LeBron. Time running out for the Lakers. Clarkson up top, covered by Irving.
Can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
For Cleveland, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
LeBron giving them lots of trouble. He has 20 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
Now James following the three-point attempt by Freak. Outside Irving. Back to James. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. There's a screen to the middle. Here's the general, and it's Kevin Love with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Oh, man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
at the line for 2.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from the general. 1:06 left in the 4th quarter.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Cavaliers.
I agree, Steve, and this is a game where the defense, Clark Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created extra possessions for him too, Kevin. Scoring opportunities they cashed in on, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory tonight.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now. Oh! That's not as easy as it made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what?
Man.
That man can climb a ladder.
To the inside, and stolen by Hibbert.
This game's finally gotten away from him.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. It's the first, that makes it a 7-point. So we see the Cavaliers taking...
Thank you.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our LeBron James. He had just an outstanding 4th quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact. And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Miami Heat as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. Looking at the Lakers, a strong stretch of play for this team, winning 6 of their last 7. They're playing at a high level, no lack of confidence going into tonight's game. And the clock ticking down to tip off. Kenny, you won 2 championships, might I remind you, back to back. Explain to us the makeup of a champion.
Well,
and not the makeup you're wearing right now.
I never.
But the makeup of a championship team.
However, number one is the belief. You have to believe and trust in your teammates. Trust is.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live in Los Angeles at the Staples Center. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Look at the Heat. They're hoping they can carry over some of that momentum from their undefeated homestand.
It seems like it's all coming together, guys. The coaching staff has gotten through to the players. Everybody is buying in, and it's a wonderful thing when the entire roster is on the same page.
It sure is, Greg. I mean, you've been on teams like that where everything is running smoothly. We knew that was the potential of this team, but they're living up to it and performing at a remarkably high level.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside, and it's Dang in at the 3 spot. Now here's Kobe after the miss from Goran Dragic. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Hibbert. Puts it up. And there's Bryant. That's good on the assist from Roy Hibbert.
Kobe getting it done. Just a gorgeous shot that time.
Looking at Miami, they took their win in their last game against the Boston Celtics.
And then in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Here's the general. That one off the back iron and out. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Dang gets a wide open look. Drains it from beyond the arc. Dang's got 5 points so far.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And Whiteside sends it back. Here's Wade. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Really, that's his specialty right there, finding that angle and then going hard to the rim.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And the shot's good from the general.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Dragic kicks to Bosch. Outside Dang. Back to Bosch. Right side a screen, and it's Dang in the corner. Can't capitalize on the good screen. Lakers trail by 3. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. And what'd you find out, Doris?
When talking about who they'll be most concerned with on the other side, he laughed a little and asked, "You mean other than Kobe?" He said that it's an almost futile effort to try and slow Kobe because he can score in so many different ways, saying, really, all we can try and do is prevent him from getting into a rhythm and try to force him into tough shots. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. The general passes to Bass. Inside, Here's the general, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. They get Luol Deng.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Randall's checked in for Los Angeles. Williams comes in for Jordan Clarkson. Winslow's checked in for Miami. Both free throws good from the general.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Outside Dragic. Bosch, the screen. Dragic against Williams. And it's Dragic off the drive. Puts one up from 19. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
And I think that's exactly what they have to do, guys. Don't dwell on the final score. Think about the things you did well and move forward and take it from there.
And the basket by Wade.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Now, here's Bryant. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
The defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. He doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now, here's Wade. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Boston. Here's Williams. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Kobe's got 4 assists in the game.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Doris Burke has an update. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Deng out there with Stoudemire. Then there's Gerald Green. Then it's Winslow. And it's Dragic in at the 1 spot.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Drops in the layup for 2.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation. Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Here's Dragic. He's coming off a 16-point game against Boston.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game. And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Now, here's Clarkson. This one for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots. And quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
Here's Dragic. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. To the middle. There's Winslow, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. While we can, let's get a quick check of our 2K leaderboard for a glimpse at one of the NBA's most elite groups. The top 3-point shooting wingman in the league. Justice Winslow.
I mean, these guys are all constant threats on the perimeter. Shooting the 3 isn't all, though, that they do. But it sure is a lot of what they do.
They are your classic dual threat small forwards. Their 3-point shooting is phenomenal, but they can still slice a defense open with their ability to get inside and attack that rack.
Deng with the bucket.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Los Angeles leading by 9. Inside, here's the general. That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist. And that's now 11 points for Freak.
What a nice feed by Kobe that time.
Here's Dragic. In the corner, Winslow with it. From outside the arc. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Now Wade, following the three-point attempt by Freak. They set the screen. Lets it go with a three. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Winslow.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Now here's Hibbert. Here's the general. Shoots from 8. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up. All right, a chance to check out stats for Winslow. How are his last 10 games? Averaging 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
And the Heat making a change here. Bosch is checked in. Now here's Wade. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. And the dunk by Bosch.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what,
we got to be more
physical. Give them the energy boost they've been.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach.
Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Some really terrific numbers for the general. He's got 13 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
Clarkson at point with Kobe. They're the backcourt. The general is out there with Brandon Bass. And it's Hibbert in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Both free throws good from the general.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Now Wade. Fires top of the key. A second chance effort. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Whiteside.
You know what? He got himself into perfect position in the paint. Did a great job of really just defending his position, corralling that board, and then getting the finish.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers had a huge game. He had 52 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
Wade kicks to Bosch. Bosch, that's the pick for Dragic. Back to Bosch. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Bosch has got 6 points.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Hibbert with a screen on Wade. Down low. Here's the general. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. 19 points for Freak.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful. when they play the game like this.
Wade dishes to Dragic, and that one's good.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
Porter's checked in for the Lakers. The Heat also with a sub. Winslow's checked in for Dwayne Wade. Clarkson passes to the general, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
That's a 2 from Dang. And, again, it's the Heat missing.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Lakers working the ball around now. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Outside Dragic. Puts it up from 15. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Los Angeles leading by 5. The general passes to Hibbert. Porter kicks to Hibbert. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Outside Dang. And Hibbert with the block. Now, here's Porter. He's guarded closely. The general. Offensive rebound. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Bosch sets the pick for Dragic. Outside Bosch. To the paint. Here's Winslow. Can't get it to go. Great tee that time from Hibbert. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Clarkson. Down low. Here's the general. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Lakers. Mahinmi's checked in for Hibbert. Julius Randle comes in for Brandon Bass. And it's Williams in for Clarkson. And then for Miami, Amare Stoudemire. He's checked in for Whiteside. Gerald Green comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Goran Dragic.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
The pass to the general. Shot from the low block. Misses off the left iron. The Heat trail by 3. 1:05 left to play in the third. Cannon can't hit.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Back to Williams. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
On the wing, Green. Guarded by Porter. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Green.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 24 points for Freak.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Cannon dishes to Green. Bosch, the screen. The drive by Green. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Green's got 15 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
The Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been some changes for the Lakers. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Mahinmi. Bass comes in for Julius Randle. And it's the general in for Nick Young. Whiteside's checked in for Miami. Dragic comes in for Cannon. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. On the court for the Heat, Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Stoudemire out there with Whiteside, and it's Green in at the 3. To take the lead. Rebounded by the Lakers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota where they'll take on the Timberwolves. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done. How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And the Lakers making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. Dragic the pass to Wade. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Outside Dragic. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. 6 on the shot clock. Stoudemire the screen, and it's Dragic off the drive. Lets it go from 14. And it's Miami with another.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded by Dragic. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Stoudemire. Right side a screen. Outside Dragic. Shot from the wing. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Luol Deng is checked in for Green. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Passes to the general. Looks for Hibbert. Gets it to him. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
On the wing, Bryant. Wade is covering.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
The general, and he finishes nicely on the layup. The general's got 8 here in the quarter.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the fourth. Bosch against Bass. To the paint. A fader. That one a little long. Lakers leading by 3. Hibbert with the screen. And it's sent back by Bosch. Williams against Dragic. Right side a screen. Off the pick. There's the killer two-handed slam. A big bucket there to quiet this crowd, Clark.
You know, that's exactly what you got to do. Take them out of the equation. Make those fans be quiet.
And they need something to cheer about again and soon. Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
.56 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Kicks to Dang. Count it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs them.
It's Dragic with the drive, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Dragic. 9 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
.26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He dishes it to Bosch. Shot from 6. It's rebounded by Bass. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Dragic kicks to Dang. Count it! A tremendous 3 to tie it up. Six seconds left in the game.
And trying to come up with a highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Time expired. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After regulation, the stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams and these few minutes of basketball pan out. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Miami, the big men are Bosch and Whiteside. Gerald Green out there with Dragic, and it's Dang in at small forward.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
It's stolen by Dang. Outside Dragic. A look from Dang. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. 18 points for Luol Deng.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Clarkson passes to the general.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And he makes the first. Ryan, he's checked in for Lou Williams.
You want me to close my eyes on this one, too?
Both free throws good from the general.
No problem for him there. You just know what the result's going to be when he steps to the line in a tight game like this.
Now here's Dragic. He's covered closely, and the shot is good. And it's 8 points for Chris Bosh.
I love that plan. Set up the opportunity for the mismatch.
Yeah, knowing they have to get a bucket here and exploiting the height advantage where they can find it, that's a no-brainer to me. Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
We play just over a minute here in OT. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. It's the first, and that gives them the lead. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a two-point ball game.
Take a look at what Hassan Whiteside's done. He has 8 points and a couple of great-looking rejections. So far, 2 blocks.
Yeah, you know, he's had a great feel for their ball movement down low and for where to be when the shot's going up.
The general. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. The general's got the game tied up here for the Lakers. Dragic dishes the Bosh. From 13, the rebound by Kobe Bryant. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Pass, a screen on Dragic. Out to the right wing. Here's the general, headed by Green. Here's the general. No good. The Heat go the other way with it. Green kicks to Dragic. Pass to Bosh.
Yes! This is exactly what happens when you allow Chris Bosh to get going.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. Clarkson passes to the general. It's good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot! And Miami has possession. Outside Dragic. The feed to Bosh. Baseline J on the way, and the shot falls short this time. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
So that means they've got to be very careful with the basketball right now.
Whoa, Nelly, listen to that. That shot eliciting a roar from this gigantic crowd.
Guys, more than a roar, more like an explosion.
Okay, guys, we are up, but the game is extend the lead. It's going out there.
Dragic left side to the paint. Here's Dang. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. There's 18 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Two-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
There's Dragic with the 3. Rebounded by the general. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's exactly how you close the game out. Those free throws will bury. sure.
Dang. And so Los Angeles takes the win. They escape with a victory, although they needed Clark an extra period to get it done.
Well, I think it was one heck of a ball game. Both teams gave great effort.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
Boom, boom, boom. That's right, Ernie. Instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight in making sure they avoided a second straight loss. They needed somebody to step up tonight, and he was their guy.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. For the Lakers, they come in off a win in their last game against Miami. They had to play through overtime, and we'll see if this game will be just as competitive. And Andrew Wiggins from an athletic family. His father played in the NBA, his mother a world-class sprinter. You can see why they call the young Canadian Maple Jordan.
Oh, wow. That's a lofty praise for the young man. I've never heard that.
Jordan.
I never heard that, but he attacks the basket, well enough from the outside.
Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg. And Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. The Timberwolves again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. And Clark, we won't be seeing Carlos Boozer, who is injured.
Kevin, he's only going to be out a short time. He got hurt in the last game. He's not available currently, but they expect him back soon.
Yeah, lucky for him and them. It looks like he avoided any serious damage.
And now the Lakers starting group. Clarkson at point with Kobe. They're the backcourt. Brandon Bass is out there with the general, and it's Hibbert in at the 5 spot. Here's the general. Kicks it to Clarkson. There's the pass to the general. Releases, hits the jump hook.
That's an efficient start for them offensively, working it inside for the easy 2 points.
And Clark, that's what you like to duplicate time and time again for the rest of the game.
Now, here's Rubio. He had 10 points in the win against Phoenix.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Garnett. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. This is his first free throw of the game.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it. Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Now here's Hibbert, and that is good. Hibbert's got his first bucket of the night.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
And here's Rubio. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Garnett with the screen for Rubio. He dishes it to Garnett. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Garnett's got 6 points.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's the general. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it on the fast break chance. Oh, that's blocked. Bryant with it. Pass to the general. Low block shot on the way. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. And he dunks it in. Right on Brandon pass. Oh, man.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Now, here's Rubio. Following the miss by Freak, Martin wide open. He fires. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 3rd assist on the night. Lakers trail by 5. And Bryant kicks to Clarkson. To the inside. Here's the general. And he drops it in from the low post. The general's got 6.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Passes it to Towns. Great D that time from Hibbert.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Hibbert with a screen on Rubio. Now, here's Clarkson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And Kevin Martin, the bucket on the assist by Rubio.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Wiggins. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Phoenix. Rubio outside. He kicks to Martin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from 18. The shot no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
They needed a few extra minutes to get the W in that game, but they got it just the same.
I like the way they handled themselves in that overtime period, Greg. They had a whole lot left in their game in that extra period.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I have
Substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Garnett comes in for Gorgie Dang. Wiggins is checked in for Damari Carroll, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Levine. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Mahinmi. Bass comes in for Julius Randle. The general is checked in for Evan Turner. And it's Bryant in for Young. Rubio and Martin are their backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Garnett. And it's Towns in at the 5 down low. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And it's Martin missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's the general. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Wiggins. Unloads from 13. That's good. Wiggins has got 6.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
And Williams, here we go. Wiggins with some nice D.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
No one near him. No good off the front iron.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
The feed now to Bass. Dishes to Hibbert. Down low. The kick out to Bryant. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Now, here's Rubio. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Wiggins drives in. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Bryant passes to the general. Hibbert dishes to Williams. Bangs home the trifecta. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
2 minutes.
It's stolen by Bass. Tipped away and stolen by Wiggins. And Rubio kicks to Martin. Garnett outside. Wiggins outside. 6 on the shot clock. Towns sets the pick for Rubio. Buries it from three-point range.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Minnesota.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Zhang comes in for Kevin Garnett. Damari Carroll's checked in for Andrew Wiggins, and Jones subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Now here's Jones. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Randle grabs the board.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Here's the general. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Timberwolves leading by 3. Now the dish to Jones. To the inside. Here's Pekovic. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school.
Tie game in Minnesota.
Gentlemen,
All right, fellas, still anyone's ball game right now. A few things from the first half. Obviously, we've shot the lights out.
All right, target center coming out of the...
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for the general. He has 12 points, and he's made some good
안녕.
Decisions with the basketball too.
And being smart with the ball like he's been today, Clark, I think it's critical for him
안녕하세요.
and them.
안녕.
He should repeat that every game.
And on the floor for Byron Scott as we get into the second half. Clemson at point with Kobe. They're the backcourt. Brandon Bass is out there with Roy Hibbert, and it's the general in at the three, the small forward.
잠깐만, 아직 게임 안 끝나가지고.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Heat got the job done. He finished with 51 points and was in the zone as a shooter, lighting it up from both the foul line and the field. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to.
못 나갈걸? 나갈 수 있을까? 나가네.
이겼나? 뭐야?
들어가고 있어.
풀스윙 엄청나네.
로딩. 들어간 것 같은데 공 튀기는 소리랑 로딩에서 계속 들리네. 로딩 중.
안 되겠다. 형님 목소리 잘 안 들린다. 헤드셋 빼야겠다. 형님 목소리 잘 안 들려서 헤드셋 꼈습니다. 2분으로 할게요, 형님.
로딩에서 안 넘어가.
지금 되죠? 지금 헤드 투 헤드 연결 중인 것 같은데. 오케이, 됐다. 시카고 불스 어디니? 99년도 97년도 여기 있고. 오케이, 여기 나이키 시카고 불스. 선생님 고르신 거예요?
아니, 로딩에서 안 넘어가 화면이.
여기 들어와 있는 걸로 돼 있으신데?
어떻게 해야 되지? 나갔다 다시 들어야 되나?
아니야. 기다려보세요. 로딩 중이시라면서요. 넘어가겠죠. 로딩. 혹시 무한 로딩이 걸리신 거예요?
그런 거 같은데.
시간할게 다시 봐드릴게요.